All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. And before we get started, let me make sure that the notification has gone out on YouTube. Not yet. Got to wait a second. There it goes. That was quick, YouTube. Gosh, you're getting so much better. This platform on the YouTube side of things has become just incredibly amazing. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Let me also make sure that the back end is rolling well. And it looks like it is. And I just want to make sure that Facebook is rolling at a normal level before we get started here. Like it is. And I just want to make sure that Facebook. Yes. Picture in picture. Change, right? Picture in picture. You like that? You like that? iPhone 12 Pro Max. Looking great. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. That is not the real God Loves Me. God Loves Me. That account was created today, February 24th, 2021. And I know you have a different account. So, and Donnie just got your message behind the scenes. Let me see if I can unban you, man. That's not the real God Loves Me. So I'm going to go ahead and ban that account before they have a little bit of fun or too much fun. Let me check out Donnie. Give me a second here, folks. I've reconnected with the Donnie Shaw Show, a great guy that I've known for many years. Lots of people are coming back because they're realizing what actually happened in the past and the changes we've made, and that we're moving forward. Yeah, give me a second, Donnie. You may be... I've always been subscribed to you, bro. That's the funny thing, right? I've always enjoyed your content. Oh, yeah. No, you were blocked. You are unblocked now. And, Donnie, let me make sure that you're also not blocked on Nightbot as well. My apologies, folks. Got to take care of the maintenance so you don't forget, right? Let me see here. Give me just a second. My apologies for that. All right, give me a second. All right, Donnie, if you can go ahead and please try to chat in the chat, that would be great. It looks like we should be all set to go. And Donnie, after we talk, man, privately, we'll catch up, and see how things are going with you. I know we've communicated through Hangouts chat, the chat portion. I will consider remoderating you. You've always been a good guy, but we all got caught up with some things in the past. And, hey, it is what it is. All right, folks, welcome to the show. As you've noticed, hey, there he is. There he is. That's Donnie. And that is the real Donnie. I have verified that. So moderators, do not ban that account. I'm sure there will be some people trying to clone your account, Donnie. I have the go-to channel extension. And mods, if there are clones made of any accounts tonight, just keep on trying to make me aware if I'm not paying attention to the chat for the time being, and I will look up the channels on my go-to channel extension and ban the clone accounts, and that way the real Donnie can stay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Donnie. Donnie, because I know that is you. I'm just going to go ahead on the limb. I've known you for a while, bro. I'm going to moderate you, but I'm also going to moderate you through my back end by going to your channel just to make sure everything is all good. So give me just a second, folks. My apologies. This is all part of the changes that are coming to this channel and the new streamlined format. I'll be sharing more about that in just a little bit, so stick around. Yeah, I might as well just moderate you, Donnie. I mean, I've known you for a while. We've all had our moments, but I think this is all good. And that way, Donnie, me moderating you will prevent clone accounts from coming in trying to be you. So if you type now, Donnie, you should have a mod wrench by your name. It's funny to me that, already at the beginning of the show, a clone GLM account was made. And if she was actually here, she would have messaged me on Hangouts. I mean, to anyone out there that's thinking about cloning accounts from here on out, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen because it's not going to work because these people will message me behind the scenes. Plus, I can still check out your channels with my go-to channel extension, even though YouTube removed the go-to channel feature natively last year. I think YouTube should bring back the go-to channel feature for at least the channel owner and maybe moderators on that channel. But hey, they haven't done that and they probably never will. All right. So before I get to, well, let me just start off this show by saying, if you noticed at the beginning of this show, you didn't see any intro. Typically, what most YouTubers, including myself, have done in the past, all content creators that create video, we will start off our live streams or video with what's known as a hook, right? Today, we're going to be talking about blah, 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 blah. So stick around. That's coming right up, right? And then boom, you hit the bumper. You got about a 10 or 15 second bumper like I did, like I still do, but I didn't use it today. And then boom, live from Northern California. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World, right? And you're at the beginning of your show. People are here. They want to hear you talk about the topic, and you're giving them a hook. You're going into your bumper. Then you're saying, live, and then you're saying, please subscribe and bang the bell. And my sponsor is this, and yada, yada, yada. You're 5 minutes into your show, and people are waiting for the meat and potatoes. People are waiting for the meat and potatoes. I want the chat, please do me a favor. Please ignore what's currently happening to this channel right now. I don't want to acknowledge what's currently happening. I'm well aware of what's happening. I don't want anyone talking about it. If you do, I will just remove your message about the current amount of viewers. So just ignore it and let's just go on with our show. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. So, like I said, I removed the entire intro from my show, and I'm considering removing it permanently, and even from my pre-recorded videos. And I'll tell you why. Last night, or actually earlier this morning, I think it was like a 50-minute stream or something like that, where I was explaining my personality and my coaching style. So if you missed that, go ahead and check out that stream because you're going to have a better understanding of who I am and why I coach the way I coach. And my style of coaching is known as tough love. Have you folks in the modern world heard about tough love, right? It seems like if you give people tough love nowadays, they think like you're attacking them or you're doing something wrong, right? Well, that's the furthest thing from the truth. I think the reason why we have so many issues nowadays is because our, our youth and our young adults, the millennials and the post-millennials, they've been coddled. Plus, the laws have changed to the point of where parents are not even allowed to discipline their kids anymore. So when you give somebody tough love from my generation, Generation X, as, a way of, trying to help them, right? Because people are not going to understand. They're not going to listen if you're too soft with them regarding their situations, that they need help with, right? So I'm the type of person that gives tough love, right? And if you don't like tough love, then this channel's not for you. Then I'm not for you, right? If you would rather be a soft person that would prefer to be coddled and entitled and live an entitled life, then that's on you. But that's not what I teach here. I teach people how to become better and stronger, mature, grown adults, right? That's what I do, okay? So go check out the replay of that live stream from this morning. I did it at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. You'll find out a lot more about the type of person I am and why I do what I do. And the right people will understand it. And the people that don't want to understand it, then that's okay. Hey, you're entitled to your opinion. I just wanted to be transparent and honest with you folks, okay? But, when, and by the way, get your questions in the chat while I'm going through this, and I'll go through the chat on Facebook and on YouTube in between the show. So feel free to ask any questions, whether they involve the topic or if you have any other business or personal questions to ask. Whether, it involves YouTube, whether it involves dating relationships, marriages, whether it involves in the business world, working in the corporate world, transitioning to becoming an entrepreneur, struggling getting a promotion at work. Any questions you have on a business or personal level, please get them in the chat, and I will respond to them as the show goes on. So regarding intros, our intros now think of the past. I was thinking about this. Because on the show I did this morning, one of the people that's actually here now, Bruce Carpelli, he's actually from the other side, the drama sphere side of things, but he's actually been very respectful. And Bruce, I'll tell you honestly, man, I took everything you said at heart, because I've been thinking about making this change for a while. And I've also been talking about this change with my sponsor, which I have not mentioned on this show. I'm going to figure out a way to insert my sponsor in a different, more streamlined way as well, because it was all taking too much time during the intro. And, by the time I get the meat and potatoes, people would be gone, right? They click off, right? People click on the video. They want you to get to the point, right? My sponsor is Troy Brewer, CEO and founder of the Discover Community Network. If you want more information until I figure out between myself and Troy how to better streamline that message, please go in the description of the YouTube description section about a third of the way down, and you'll find the links to Discover Community Network and the DCN Internet Radio Network. But, I've been talking with Troy, and we've been talking about, our intros going to become a thing of the past. And, when I mentioned that to him a while back, he said, that's a very interesting question. I've noticed the same thing. And I said, Troy, here's the thing. People's attention spans nowadays are less than the attention span of a goldfish, right? If people don't click on your video, it's hard enough getting people to click on your videos on YouTube. So if you create a great thumbnail, like I create great thumbnails and great titles, and you get people to click in, what's going to keep them there? The meat and potatoes. What's going to get them to leave? A bunch of mumbo-jumbo garbage. And while the intros are not a bunch of mumbo-jumbo garbage, okay, they really have not much or anything to do with the meat and potatoes that the audience is there for, right? And I thought more about this. That's not the Donnie. I thought I moderated your channel. Do you not have a mod wrench? Let me check that again. Give me 1 second. I just checked your channel. That's actually the real you. And I'm not understanding why it's not showing a mod wrench by your name. Let me check that again. Oh. That's probably not the real Donnie. All right, folks, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. So I think that's the sock account Donnie. I'm gonna go to his channel and see if that's actually him. Let me see. Nope, that was a sock account. So I had moderated the proper Donnie. And Donnie, I'm gonna I just removed it from my back end because I wanted to make sure I didn't moderate the wrong person. So let me just handle that real quick here. My apologies, folks. So I'm going to moderate the proper Donnie channel, Donnie Shaw. If another sock account of Donnie comes in without a mod wrench, then moderators, please ban that channel immediately. So Donnie, the real Donnie Shaw is a moderator on my channel. And the real Donnie would not call me a dummy after we've been talking and, you know, we've been patching things up, even though we really never had any problems. It was just, we were just kind of stuck, you know, we were just pinned and pitted against each other with a former group of people that we used to associate with that aren't so nice. So yeah, folks, if you get a clone Donnie Shaw account, please go ahead and ban it like I did. The real Donnie Shaw is actually moderated here now. So moving forward, I was thinking more and more about this last night, and I'll get to the chat in just a second because I know the chat's hopping on the YouTube side of things. I was thinking more and more about this last night because Bruce, who's in the chat here right now, was on my stream earlier this morning, and he actually, you know, was saying, hey, you know, focus more on the content. And I've been thinking about that. And now that I'm actually hearing it from the audience, it's time to make that change. You know, I'm definitely open to suggestions and change myself, folks. I mean, I preach that people need to be open to suggestions and change if, you know, if they want my help, because I can't help anyone that's not open to the help. So, as far as intros go, if you go back to the 1980s or the 90s, okay, when I was younger, I'm 47 years old now. If you go back 30 years, I was, 17. Most of you remember back in those days, we used to have these shows called sitcoms, right? Which, don't really happen that much nowadays, because nowadays people want They want reality stuff and they want drama. For some people, or for some reason, which is what I'm trying to say, people love drama. They love shows like on MTV, like I'm 16 and pregnant, right? Instead of playing music like they used to play on MTV, they do shows like that, right? Reality drama shows. That's what people like. That's what puts butts in seats, right? I get it. Okay. But back in the days of sitcoms, every sitcom used to have an intro, and they would play an intro song. And that intro song would be like a minute or a minute and a half long. And it was cool. It branded the show. And we all had the attention span back then to listen to it. For example, remember the show Cheers? Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Right? And they'd play the whole song. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, right? And you'd sit there and you'd wait all week for the show, the new episode, right? And then you were looking forward to singing the song, the theme song of Cheers as it was, playing on the TV, right? And then later on, when Cheers went into syndication, 10, 15 years later, they shortened the song. Like they would start the show, and instead of, singing the beginning of the song or playing the beginning of the song, Making Your Way in the World Today, they would skip to the end of the song. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. They cut the song in half because people's attention spans were, were already changing at that point. Let's fast forward to 2021. People have zero attention span nowadays. On YouTube, you have 500 hours of content uploaded every minute, right? You have a lot of options. You've got Netflix, you've got Amazon Prime, you've got Hulu, you've got all this stuff, right? You've got an enormous amount of content thanks to broadband internet, right? So why should people watch you? Why should people watch you? Because you're different and they want to hear your message. But if you throw a lot of fluff at the beginning of your message, they're going to get bored and go somewhere else, right? Yeah, you're right, Bruce. I'll get to your chat messages in a few, folks. Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot, and a lot of other content creators out here on YouTube. There are a bunch of YouTube self-help gurus out here. One of them is Roberto Blake. He's a really decent, down-to-earth, mid-30s African-American content creator. Great guy, right? But he's been getting frustrated lately because his growth is not growing as fast as it used to. Even though he has half a million subscribers, Roberto, I'd be happy with, 500,000 subscribers, but I get it. You've been doing it for a while and you want to grow bigger. Even Roberto Blake was saying, I cut down my intro and I'm thinking of getting rid of my intro altogether. Even he was talking about it on a live stream that he did last week. So I'm more and more hearing feedback from creators and viewers that they want no intro. And quite honestly, here's the thing. I actually love the intros. I personally love intros, right? I do. I think they brand the show well, and I think it gives it an extra level of professionalism. But we've gotten to the point and time in this world where no matter how professional an intro is made, people don't care for it. They want the meat and potatoes. That's what they want. If they like who you are, if they like your message, if you're doing live streams out here on YouTube, you should still have a professional setup like I do, okay? But jump on in and start talking with your audience and engage your audience and get to your topic. I want to hear your feedback, folks, my moderators and anyone else that's here. I want to hear your feedback, regarding what I just mentioned. Do you like intros, or do you think intros are a waste of time and they should be removed altogether? What keeps your attention out here on YouTube or content you're watching on any other platform? So again, I know definitely I'm going to keep removing the intro, and I got to find a way to quickly and effectively get my sponsors' message out. I'm going to just keep getting right into the meat and potatoes on my live streams at least, but more than likely, even my pre-recorded videos are going to get right to it. If people like you folks and they resonate with your message, they're going to follow you, they're going to subscribe to you. You don't even need to ask for subscriptions anymore. That's another thing that people have been talking about. They've been talking about, should people even ask people to like and subscribe anymore? It's almost pointless because we all know what the like button is. We all know how to subscribe and bang the bell. We don't need somebody telling us that. If we like somebody, we're going to do it. We're going to find a way to keep in touch with them, right? And as far as me, or as much as me being old school, I am old school. I am old school, right? As old school as I am, I'm even realizing that, hey, it's pointless. It's a waste of time. When I go and view other people's content that still have intros, right? Like, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to unsubscribe from somebody or leave a live stream if I like the creator and they put an intro out there. But the intro, if they didn't put an intro, it wouldn't make a difference for me. It wouldn't make a difference for me whether they put an intro or not. I would stay either way as long as I like the content, right? But most people just want to get to the point. And I've just realized, as old school as I am, and as much as I feel intros are a very professional aspect of your videos, they're becoming a thing of the past. And that's one thing I'm going to work with my friend Troy within his marketing company when we get a chance. And we may even collaborate on a video and create a program regarding that and put out some more information. Folks, this change has been happening for many, many years. Even up until like last year, these self-help gurus were saying, hey, do a quick intro, do a hook. Tell people very quickly at the beginning of your video. Today I'm going to be talking about blah, blah, blah. So stick around. That's coming right up. Go into your short bumper and then boom, go into your quick subscribe message and then boom, get into your content. And even if you can do that all in 1 minute, that's still becoming too much. Even if you can do it in 30 seconds, that's still too much, right? Intros are becoming a thing of the past. I'm coming to terms with it. But even 30 seconds is too long. Like, I'm not saying that to be rude, and I'm not saying I don't watch your intros. I do, right? But you got to look at your market, Mutt. You got to look at the new market. The reason why I haven't been reaching millennials and post-millennials, which is a big market, and they need help too, right? Is because of the way that, number one, I present my message, which I explained more in my previous live stream I did this morning. Check that out if you missed it. My delivery and how I'm a no-nonsense type of guy. And, I give a lot of tough love, and millennials and post-millennials don't like tough love. Most of them don't, right? But also millennials and post-millennials have no patience for intros, right? You and I might come from Generation X, where we're used to long intros, like I mentioned a second ago, with the Cheers theme song, right? Or I used to watch Who's the Boss and Family Ties, and they had like a 1.5 minute intro songs, right? And we would sing these songs, and it was all cool back then, right? And I wish the world was that way nowadays, but it's not. It's not. And if we want to reach a global audience and get our messages out there, intros are dead. Correct me if I'm wrong. Intros are dead. I may even do a specific video on this, like I said, probably with my friend Troy, or maybe get him on a live stream at some point and talk about it. So get a panel of people and talk about this. 6-second intros, that may even be too long, bro. Like, I've gotten to the point of where it's like, there's no point in doing the intro. People don't care for it. They don't. They don't. They want to start listening to your meat and potatoes. And if you're talking about something that resonates with them, they want information on, or they want to share feedback on, that's what they want. That's your purpose of being here, right? All right, let me check out the chat on the YouTube side of things. And then I'm going to continue talking about some other aspects. Nothing happening on Facebook. There's one person on Facebook. This is interesting. Why does it say I've been on Facebook for 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 39 seconds? That is wrong. Then it says I've been live for 31 minutes, which is right. That's an error. That's definitely an error. All right. Nothing happening on Facebook. Let me get to the chat. American Dream is in the house. American Dream 1.5. Hey, American Dream, how are you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Not So Nerdy Gaming's in the house. Hey, Will, how you doing? It was great to be a part of your stream earlier. Great job, man. You were playing some Imagine Dragons on your stream. I'm sure you're going to get a Content ID claim for all those times you played those songs, unless you have a license through, PlayStation or the game you're playing to do it. So, but I love Imagine Dragons, man. It was really, really great, great stream. You engaged your audience. You played some great music. Man, I'm proud of you, dude. You've really turned things around. You really have. Muttnuts World says, hey, Eli and everyone. Hey, Mutt, how you doing? She says, we'll be here listening, but not feeling too good. Sorry to hear about that, Mutt. What's going on with you? Bruce is in the house. Hello, Bruce. Donnie Shaw, how's it going, bro? Bruce says, no worries, Eli, it's all good. When I was mentioning earlier, I just needed a few seconds to do a little maintenance. Thank you for being here again, Bruce. Appreciate it. No rest for the wicked. I was led to believe that there would be monkeys today. I said possibly, but I didn't have enough time. I had other things to do. I had a lot of other things to do to prepare for this, and I had to get some rest earlier from my former stream. You know, I shaved my head. I did my beard today. That takes a couple hours. I had to prepare the stream. Sometimes, bro, you can, work as fast and smart as possible to get things done, and you have to cut something out. So I cut the monkeys out, dude. But hey, maybe I'll get the monkeys on tomorrow. I will get the monkeys out here. It's all good. It's all good. People love the monkeys. They love Millennial Monkey and Baby Z. And the trolls have a field day with that. They get entertained by that. So that's all good. It's all good. Let's see. American Dream 1.5 with the $2 super chat, bro. Oh, come on, Dream. You don't have to pay to say I'm late. American Dream is in the house. American Dream in the house. Hey, Dream. Thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Thank you for being here. Moderator and channel member American Dream 1.5. Bruce says, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know what you were mentioning or you were talking about there. I think that was when we were discussing people's attention span and, cutting out intros. Muttnuts World says, hey, Dream, how are you? American Dream says, hi, Mutt. Apologize for being late. No worries, bro. Come and go as you wish. Muttnuts World, wow, I was like 15, 30 years ago. Right, when Cheers came out. Remember that? Everybody knew the Cheers theme song. That show was branded off that theme song. All of those sitcoms were branded on their theme song. American Dream 1.5 says, those were good times. They absolutely will. Sorry, I can't even talk. They absolutely were, Dream, which is what I'm trying to say. They absolutely were. I miss those times, man. We need shows like that We need shows like that. And that's another reason why I feel, our millennials and post-millennials, Gen Y and Gen Z, are being raised differently, and they're struggling with their attention spans, and they're struggling with many other things. And a lot of them have the entitled type behavior because of all these changes, right? And these smartphones attached to our hips, they don't help either. They don't. We didn't have those during our days, Mutt. We did not. Okay, let's see here. Bruce says, even shows on Netflix have skipped intro because people just want to get to the point. Yeah. Good point, Bruce. Thank you for your feedback on that show earlier this morning. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. No rest for the wicked. Sometimes The Simpsons goes right to Bart at the chalkboard instead of the whole intro. Yeah, and they probably have more retention when they do that. American Dream 1.5, you're a good man with a good heart, Coach Eli. It is in your DNA to help people. It is a shame that people with nothing don't appreciate what you have to give. I admire you. Hey, I appreciate that, Dream. What prompted you to say that? That's completely out of the topic. And like I said, we can talk about anything and everything here. No big deal. But let me know. Let me know about that, Dream. What prompted you to say that? Appreciate it, though, bro. Thank you. Mutt Nuts World says, I only use intros and outros on my pre-recorded videos. On my live, I just get right to the point. And I was thinking about putting them on my pre-recorded videos, Mutt, but even then, I'm thinking about getting rid of them. You want to know why? Here's the thing. I think what people are doing most of the time is they're skipping through intros, they're skipping through sponsored messages, and they're also skipping through, like when I take a break and I play music, the people that are here live don't have a choice, right? They can leave and then come back or let it play in the background, right? But on the replay, people are going to skip through that music to get back to the meat and potatoes. What does that do? That affects your average view duration. If you cut out the intro and cut out, anything that people can skip through your videos, you're going to have a larger average view duration. It's going to give you a better chance of being recommended through the YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna talk more and more about this over the next several weeks because I'm really, really beginning to see what's happening now. And folks, this is all new stuff. Now, we were on our way getting to this point for years. And we all shortened our intros like I did. My intros weren't terribly long. They used to be longer on my former channel, but I shortened them down. I shortened them down significantly on this channel, like 75% shorter. And now that's still too long, right? And now I'm beginning to believe, like I said earlier, any intro is too long. No rest for the wicked. I like the Mandalorian's intro. I hear that tune and it's everyone shut up. Okay. Well, yeah, some people, they may have a tune that's so catchy and resonates with everyone, including the millennials and post-millennials, that it works. But you got to try and see what works for you. But what I'm noticing is that people are skipping through whatever they can skip through that doesn't pertain to their purpose of being there, which is your actual topic, right? That's why they came to your video or your live stream. They saw your thumbnail, they see your title. It's something that they want to hear. And they don't want any fluff in between. They want you to get to the point, right? But Nuts World says, I love intros, but I think it is up to the person who is making the video or live stream. Well, it is. Well, Mutt, listen, I get what you're saying there, Mutt, but look at it this way. It is up to the person that creates it. But if you're trying to grow on YouTube and raise your average view duration and get more watch time, right? Like in your case, you want to get more watch time to get monetized, right? You got to keep people on your streams or watching your videos longer to do that. And something, as simple as removing an intro could fix that issue, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you or anyone else what to do. I know you weren't questioning me on that, but I'm just saying that this is what I've noticed. And look, I'm more old school than anyone. I feel intros are very professional. They brand, your videos or live streams. But even then, it's too much. And I'm going to finish reading through the chat and then take a quick break. And then I'm going to come back and talk about some other things. I'm going to talk about another content creator, Tim Pool. I'm going to use him as an example. He started talking about some subjects, and he also has a very streamlined format of running his live streams. And after what Bruce said earlier on my stream this morning, about getting to the point and all that, I thought about how Tim Pool does things, and he gets to the point. I'll explain more after the break. Let me see here. Let me make sure that is the real GLM. Give me a second. Well, that channel shows blocked on my end. Maybe the extension is giving the wrong channel. Give me a second. My apologies, folks. I don't think that is the real GLM. Let me see here. That's not the real GLM. I'm going to go ahead and ban that account. GLM, if that was the real you or any of your real accounts get banned, you can actually reach out to me on Hangouts, and I will take care of that. All right. No rest for the wicked. 6-second intros. Most of my pre-recorded intros are under 10 seconds, says Mutt. Okay. And that's short, but it may still be too long. I'm not telling you what to do, Mutt. I'm going to experiment with this myself. I'm going to experiment a bunch of things. And I'm going to keep experimenting. Because there's something else that's been affecting my average view duration, and that's actually when I go to break and I play music. I will play music today, but starting probably tomorrow, I'm going to do something different during my breaks. Oh, that was you? Okay, I will unblock you. GLM, I didn't think that was you. I thought that was a troll. Because somebody came in earlier that duplicated your account. I thought they did it again. I've unblocked you, GLM. I'm just trying to block the clones. I don't want the clones here. It's not a big deal. Sorry about that. All right, you're unblocked, GLM. I need to make a quick intro, says Dream, or maybe you don't. Dream, I want to talk with you at some point over the next day or two. I have an idea. I'm going to share more about this idea publicly after the break as well. But Dream, I have an idea that I think will take YouTube by storm. Are you open to it, bro? I'll share it after the break. American Dream 1.5 says, I'm at the gym right now, but I'm listening to you with my Beats wireless headphone while exercising. Well, you're a rich man, Dream. Those are expensive headphones, brother. The Dr. Dre headphones, right? I'm messing with you with the rich thing, Dream, but you're financially doing fine, just like myself. We're good. I'm just messing with you, bro. But those are not cheap headphones, brother. How does my sound sound? Let me rephrase that to make it sound better. How does my audio sound through those Beats headsets, or the Beats headset? I mean, let me know. But Nuts World says, but used to take about 30 seconds on my live to explain what I'm doing on my chat while I crap, but I have started not doing that the past few lives. Yeah, here's the thing, Mutt. I've told people this time and time again. I used to connect with many people. I'd go on their live stream and they would be sitting there saying, hello, Bob. Hello, Sally. Hello, how are you? Hello, right? And they're saying hello to 50 people, right? Or 40 people, right? And they're not putting any additional context on it. It's one thing to say hi to people, which I say hi to everybody, right? Welcome to the show. Welcome everybody to the show. And then I get to it and I answer questions, right? And I engage the audience. You can consider saying hello engaging, but it's boring to people after you've, acknowledged them, right? And once you get to be so big, once you get to having 100, 200, 300 people on a live stream and your chat's moving at the speed of light, you're not going to be able to personally welcome everybody anymore. So you have to find a way to do it at a more broad-based level. But you got to keep the audience engaged. A lot of people just sit there and say, oh, okay, I'm eating this food here. I'm a little hungry. Let me eat for a few minutes and pardon me, just hang on to the chat while I eat, right? What kind of content is that, right? And these people wonder why they're not growing, right? That's boring stuff, right? You got to get to the point, and you got to have a purpose, and you got to engage your audience with worthy information. You have to bring value, okay? There has to be a value proposition. I've talked about that before, and I'll talk about it again in the future. Dream says, hi, GLM. I'm heading over to Facebook. Okay, I don't need to read that. Dream, hi, buddy. James Pink is in the house. Monkeys as in Davy Jones? No, I've got a big stuffed monkey and a small stuffed monkey. And I bought them at a fair I went to with an ex-girlfriend of mine a few years back. The big monkey only cost me like $15, and then the small monkey cost me like $10. It was like a consignment sale or something like that. Like typically, like the big monkey would have cost like $80 to $100, and the little monkey would have been like $40. But I got them both for like $25, and they're in great shape and high quality. I'll put them on. Maybe I'll put them on my stream tomorrow. Muttonut's World says, I've just been low on energy and upset stomach. Think it's from something I ate. Mutt, I want to help you. Mutt, let me ask you a question. And again, I don't force anything upon anyone. I care about you like a family member. I want to help you get your health back in order. You're an amazing woman with great talent. And I want to help you get your health back in order, because when you do, the rest of your issues that you're dealing with are gonna go away. They'll be more manageable if you're open to it, Mutt. No rest for the wicked. Yesterday you said the monkeys are in the room with you. They are. They're on a shelf over there. But I need to set them up. And it takes a little while to set them up so that way they can fit on the screen. And then I have to get the focus straight. It takes time, bro. But I'll get them up probably tomorrow or sometime within the next few days or so. And I'm not a bro, my dude. You're a chick? All right. I'm sorry about that. I'm used to having more guys here, but I didn't know that was that you're a female. Oh, that's great. No, hey, it's all good. No worries, no problem, no problem. No, miss the good old days, says Muttnuts World. I know people watch my redneck word intro because I always get comments that they love my chicken sound. That could be people, Mutt, that just met you through the grocery community and just know you. And I'm not trying to be rude, they're just being nice. I want to help you and others attract other audiences so your channels can grow and explode. Just because it works for these people in our base audience, Mutt, doesn't mean it's going to work for everyone else. Does that make sense? Bruce says, Eli, your channel is going to be looking real good soon. I appreciate that, Bruce. I appreciate that, man. That was good advice, man. It was good advice. It was more like something that basically pushed me over the edge to actually do something I've been thinking about doing for a while. I was just waiting a little bit longer. And then you made that comment, and that's why. When you made that comment on my earlier stream, you're like, are you open to a suggestion? Absolutely. It was one hell of a suggestion. This is what people don't understand. I'm open to suggestions and change if it's constructive and makes sense, right? And that was a great suggestion, bro. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I really thought a lot about it. I did something about it. Let me see here. Grandpa Joe, welcome to the show. How you doing? Darth Manosphere, I'm so old school, I don't have the latest iPhone or selfie stick. Darth Manosphere, have a nice day. Lewis Fuller's in the house. Good evening, Coach Eli. I just gave you a like. Thank you, Lewis. Muttnuts World. Hey, Lewis. Grandpa Joy, why are there two streams of you? Which one do I watch? What are you talking about, Grandpa Joe? What are you talking about? Can you be more specific, Grandpa Joe? I'm only broadcasting one time. I know in the past I've actually had two stream keys or two of the same stream key on two different streams, and it broadcasted from my channel twice. Can you be more specific, Grandpa Joe? Hi, Muttnuts World, says Lewis Fuller. James Pink says, has Rogue apologized? I don't think he's going to apologize. I think he's moved on from the situation, James. James, I'm beginning to wonder, what is your vested interest here? Like, you've been really big on this. I'm beginning to think that, James, that you are a troll and you're just trying to instigate something between Rogue and I, and that's not going to work. If you're going to keep on coming in here and all you're going to do is talk about Rogue, James, I will ban you. No rest for the wicked. Please come back with the monkeys. Well, like I said, give me a few days, maybe tomorrow. Grandpa Joe, I still haven't had my free McDonald's. Grandpa Joe, I'm beginning to believe that you've been a troll as well, too. You're very close to getting banned here as well. Is that the real Tony Patriot again? If that's the real Tony Patriot, I think I may have had you modded in the past, Tony, and because I didn't know if you were around anymore, I unmodded a bunch of people. But yeah, Tony Patriot, I'm going to, let me see here. I'm going to go to your channel and I'm going to just moderate you so nobody clones your account as well. But I'm going to go directly to your channel and do it to make sure that that is the real you. So give me just a second. Just give me a second. I'm in the back end of YouTube, the settings section, community section of the settings section. There it is. All right, I just saved it, Tony, so you should have a mod wrench now, and that way nobody's going to clone you. And you're a trustworthy guy, man. You've been around for a while. Yeah, dude, I've been watching some of those fights on your channel with the chicks, man. There's nothing like more interesting than watching two young hot chicks beat the crap out of each other. Man, what happened to the days when women were sweet and innocent and like a beautiful flower, man? Now they're beating the crap out of each other. And they've got attitudes the size of Alaska, but hey. Oh, Jesus, man. So, Grandpa Joe, let me know. What did you mean when you were saying there are two streams of me? Which one do you watch? What did you mean by that, Grandpa Joe? I'm going to give you a few minutes to respond, Grandpa Joe, or you're getting banned here. Lewis Fuller says, good. You're feeling good, huh, Lewis? You're doing well, huh? Lewis Fuller furthermore says, tomorrow morning I will be going live and talking about something very important. I have a stream already set up for in the morning. What time, Lewis? What time Eastern and what time Pacific? Are you going to do a panel, Lewis? Because if you do, I would love to join you on the panel. I'd love to come on your panel, bro, and share it on my community tab and get the word out. Well, Nuts World says, you never know what is going to happen on my live streams, LOL. That's why I call it Mud Nuts World. Okay, cool. And it's called, why do people hack people's accounts, says Lewis Fuller, okay? You've had some experiences with hacking, with being hacked, Lewis, which is what I'm trying to say. Mud Nuts World says the low energy part is from being switched to different meds. No, I understand, Mutt. I totally get that. But if we can help you, if there's anything I can do to help your health, help you get on a program where you become a little more healthy, then you could get off some of those meds. I care about you, Mutt. I worry about you. I do. I really do. I really do. Let me see here. Yeah, Bruce. I get what you're saying. I'm not going to read what you said there. It's in the chat. People can read it. I got you. Tony Patriot says it's me. There he is. Okay, thanks. There you go, Tony. There you go. Cool. Tony, you're blue. And thank you for being here, Tony. Like I said, man, that was a great idea to add that aspect to your channel, bro. And when I asked you last time when you were on the channel about the copyright stuff, you find stuff that's not copyrighted. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome, bro. Again, it's fun watching young, attractive women, fight, MMA style. Shanny from the Blocks in the house. Moderator and channel member. Hi, Coach Eli chat. I'm on vacation in Mesa, Arizona. I guess with your niece and with your sister. It's my niece's firstborn baby girl's baptism on Sunday. I heard about that. Congratulations. We're going to give you a big round of applause. Wow. Well, thank you for being here, Jenny. I appreciate it. I haven't been around YouTube much. That's okay. You got to do what you got to do. You're balancing out YouTube and other aspects of your life, work and friends and family. That's great. It's working out good for me, says Tony Patriot, Mr. MMA. Folks, subscribe to Tony Patriot. Like Tony, any of the mods, if you want to share your channels in the chat, feel free to do it anytime. But even if you just search for Tony Patriot, like Tony Patriot's he's got a great channel and he's really taking it to the next level. You know, he's talked about some political stuff in the past, but he's gone more the MMA route. It's a good channel, so check him out. Subscribe, bang the bell. Check out Jenny from the block. She's somebody I'm going to be working with down the road. Jenny, I know you said you were interested in actually doing an interview or doing some collaborative streams together. Let me know when you get back. James Pink says, I miss the days of rollerball. Oh, okay. Lewis Fuller says at 9:10 a.m. Central Time. That's 7:10 a.m. Pacific Time. I got to get to bed early and be up. All right, Lewis. Grandpa Joe, you know me. This internet confuses me. No, it doesn't, Grandpa Joe. Grandpa Joe, have a nice day. Have a nice day. You gave away that you're a troll based on some things you said. You played it. You played your cards right for a while, Grandpa Joe, but you blew it. You blew it. I'm too intuitive, Grandpa Joe. Lewis Fuller, one of my friends got her Facebook account hacked into. Silver, can I talk about that? You can talk about whatever you want, Lewis. I've told everybody, I've done videos on this before. You want to enable two-factor authentication, okay, on every single account that offers it. Okay? It's also known as two-step verification, meaning that you log in with your username and password, and then you can set any platform that uses 2FA, two-factor authentication or two-step verification, to send your phone a 6-digit code as a text message to double verify your account. That way, if somebody gets your username and password, they're not going to have the 6-digit code to log in. And that code expires within 5 to 10 minutes typically. Folks, put two-step authentication or verification on all your accounts. I have them on all my Google accounts /YouTube. I have them on Facebook. I have it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I have two-step verification on everything. At the same time, I also know phishing scams. And people have tried phishing scams on me many times. The thing is, I've been a part of the internet since it came out. And I've been aware of phishing scams for the last 30 plus years. And it's funny, people even from that drama group, you were talking about Bruce, they tried phishing scams on me. And I'm laughing. I'm like, come on, guys. Nice try. And even if you got my username and password, you would need my 2FA code, my two-factor authentication code. Put 2FA on everything, folks. I'm telling you, protect yourself, okay? It's still not foolproof, but it's better than having only one-step verification. Let me see here. May I get coaching services from you when I get back, please? Jenny, I will help you out at no cost behind the scenes. Okay? Jenny, listen. I want to work with you. You're a moderator. My moderators here, I work with very closely. And if we collaborate together and work on YouTube stuff together, then I will help you with any coaching stuff at no cost. That's a special perk that I give to my moderators, okay? It's a special perk just for my moderators. Not even channel members get that. Now, some of my moderators are channel members too, like you, Jenny, and you, Will, Nuts and Nerdy Gaming, and you, American Dream, right? But my moderators I look at you more like business partners. You're friends. We're friends. But I also look at you more as, or in addition, I also look at you as business partners, collaborative partners. We're working together, right? We're in this thing together, right? We're YouTubers, right? Wow. One person watching on Facebook, nothing, no comments over there. Okay, no big deal. Sorry about the damn spell check, says Lewis. Tony Patriot, Mr. MMA says female MMA mostly. Of course, dude. I like that stuff, Tony. Well, Tony, you got me interested, man. You see, Tony, I hate to admit it, but I bet that those young, attractive MMA chicks in their 20s could whoop my butt, man. Could whoop my. I'm trying not to swear, Tony, because it affects monetization a little bit. But they're so sexy and attractive. Maybe I would let them beat me up, Tony. I think that would be fun. You gotta check out Tony's channel, man, and watch. You gotta watch those clips. I'm like, wow. Jenny from the block, I will be home Monday. Reach out to me, Jenny. We'll talk. I will help you out. No charge. Okay? But I also want to work with you. I do want to interview you on my channel, and I would love to support your streams and come on your panels. Let's get this thing going. Sounds good to me. Lewis Fuller says, you're welcome. American Dream 1.5 says, hi, Jenny. Jenny from the block says, American Dream brother with a bunch of great emojis. James Pink says, hi, American Dream. Bruce says, yup, 2FA, I saved my butt a few times. People tried to hack my Instagram. Well, they probably tried a phishing scam to get your password. Yeah, folks, put 2FA on all your accounts. I'm going to do another stream or video on that soon. And if you want me to speak about two-factor authentication or two-step, or also known as two-step verification on your stream tomorrow, Lewis, I'd be happy to. American Dream 1.5, hi, James. Jenny from the block. I love you, American Dream. You're not going after Dream's money like people are saying, right, Jenny? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you folks. We got to have a little fun every now and then, too, right? American Dream 1.5 with the heart emoji. Jenny from the block says, thank you, Eli. You're very welcome, Jenny. I'm serious. I appreciate you. You've already done more than enough here. You became a channel member and you even super chatted last week or a couple weeks ago, and you didn't have to do that, Jenny. I would have still helped you regardless. I would have still made you a moderator and helped you for free regardless of you becoming a moderator or a channel member. I do that for my moderators because, like I said, you folks bring different value to me. You bring value with the content you create, and you being brave enough to come out here on YouTube and create content. I respect that. Jenny from the block says, yes, collaborate together, Eli. Of course, Jenny, let's do it. You reach out to me on Monday and we'll talk. Let's do it. We'll talk privately on Hangouts first, and then we'll set everything up. All right? Tony Patriot, Mr. MMA with the 99-cent super sticker. Thank Tony. You didn't have to do that, bro. Thank you, Tony. We're going to give you a big round of applause, bro. Here we go. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Let me see here. American Dream 1.5, female MMA are like rock stars. Hashtag truth, they are, man. I love that stuff, man. I think, Dream, you're like Tony and I. We like to see young, hot, cute chicks beat the crap out of each other, right? And these women are good, man. Let me tell you, man. They're good. They doll themselves up, look all cute and sexy in the ring, and then they start beating each other up. Wow. It's very highly entertaining, and Tony knows it, man. Good job, Tony. Good job, dude. Jenny from the block, will do for sure, Eli, and we'll set everything up. Sounds great. Lewis Fuller says, a couple of years ago, my Twitter account was nearly hacked into, and Google blocked it, and I had some verifications, coach, to unlock my account. NFL nut, who is the person who was trying to hack into. You probably had two-step verification, or they probably noticed some unusual activity coming from a different IP address, and they blocked it, which is good. All right. American Dream 1.5. LOL, Jenny is like my YouTube sister, my cyber sister. Lewis Fuller says, my account and I blocked the person. Good. Muttnuts World says, I've been using 2FA for a long time now on every account that offers it. Absolutely. Mutt, that beautiful. We need to talk more about 2FA. And there are many different ways to do 2FA. They say the least, how do I say this the right way? They say there are better ways to do it than send a text message, because text messages can be intercepted. So they say that's the least safe way. I kind of agree and disagree. But you can also set up 2FA to, with certain sites to authenticate through the app on your phone instead of getting a text message. There are many different ways you can set up 2FA. The most common way is a text message on your phone, but there are other ways as well that are actually even more secure. What I was trying to say is the text version of 2FA is less secure than other versions. So I think we need to do a show about that at some point, or a video. Jenny from the block says, yes, American Dream for sure. Reverend 20 Peace. I haven't seen you in a while. Is that the real Reverend 20 Peace? Let me see here. Let me check it out. I thought you had a bigger channel, Reverend 20 Peace, and I gotta tell you honestly, you've been very rude on my channel in the past, and all you've done is nothing but trolling, man. So I'm gonna wish you well, bro. And your comment, not a great way to enter a chat like this to re-enter, man. Jenny from the block with the clap emoji. American Dream 1.5 with the smiley face. American Dream 1.5, I need to check on 2FA for sure. Absolutely. Every account that offers it, you should actually add it on there. American Dream 1.5, Coach Eli, I got my new glasses today. I can see for the first time in a decade. LOL. Come on, Dream. Oh, man. Jenny from the block says, love you all. We love you too, Jenny. Thank you so much for being here. Number one pool player. Hello, everyone. What are we changing tonight? Well, if you missed the first hour and 14 minutes of the show, number one pool player, you can check out the replay when it goes to the replay. But thank you for being here. Jenny from the block, very nice glasses, American Dream. I love them. Muttnuts World. They also say you should change your password every 3 to 6 months. I was told that by a friend who is a PC tech. Well, you don't necessarily have to change your password. Just create a password that's hard to figure out. then you never have to change it. It's a pain in the butt to make all those changes. Create a password that has lowercase letters, uppercase letters, numbers, and symbols. All right? It's going to be much more difficult for hackers to figure it out and to use an algorithm to figure it out. It'll take much longer, right? And even if they figure it out, if you have 2FA, then they got to get through that. So create a strong password using uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. All 4 different variations. Make it at least 10 to 12 digits long, and you're not going to have a problem, especially if you add 2FA onto it. I am practicing patience and elevated caution when hiding trolls, says American Dream 1.5. I need to get to know all the different members on your panel. I don't want to make a mistake and time out the wrong person. No worries, man. As I go through the chat, if you folks missed anybody that I felt, is ban worthy, I take care of it. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. Dream, we're good. And stick around because I'm going to share, some ideas. I'm going to share, some thoughts about what you and I should actually do. You want to hear that, Dream? Jenny from the block. After my trip, I will support again. Super chat. Why is Eli okay? You don't have to tell me that, Jenny. You don't have to donate another penny, Jenny. You don't need to spend any more money here. And you do you. Listen, Jenny. I like people for who they are, not for any monetary stuff. And I understand that's how you are, and I get it. I'm the same way too, right? I'm just letting you know. You're a moderator here. I look at you as a collaborator, as a friend, as a fellow YouTuber. And that's more than enough. But Jenny, if that's what you want to do when you get back, then listen, I'm not going to tell any man or woman how to spend their money. But I'm just saying, hey, look, I appreciate you for just being here. Thank you so much. American Dream 1.5, love you too, Jenny. Hashtag truth. Jenny from the block, good night, everyone. Good night, Jenny. Thanks for stopping by. Love you too, Brother Dream, says Jenny. American Dream 1.5 with the hearts, and we're all caught up. All right, folks. So I'm going to actually step away for a 5 to 7 or 8 minute break. My famous saying. I am going to play some YouTube music. Hello, Adelaide. Welcome to the show. Stick around. Because Dream, when I get back, I'm going to be sharing an idea that I think if you and I do this, Dream, we are going to blow the doors off of YouTube. You curious about that, Dream? Who's curious about that? But I'm going to play some music, and then probably starting tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to do something different during my breaks. I'm going to share more about other changes coming that can also help your channel if you've been running things the same way I have. So let me go ahead and cue up the music. Let me go ahead and cue up the music. Do do do. Do do do. Come on, come on, come on. Let me see here. Do do. All right, let me just get one more. Do 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 do. All right, folks, music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for a 5 to 7 or 8 minute break. When I get back, we're going to talk about an idea, American Dream, that I came up for us. Hopefully you like it. And still have a little bit more to share about some changes coming here to this channel in a new streamlined format. So stick around. We'll be right back. I'm back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's time for change. Time for change. Time for good change. Positive change. Change that's going to make sense and get straight to the point, right? That's what it's all about. You got to get to the point nowadays or no one's going to listen, right? Yeah. Yeah. I queued up a song to come back in that I played on a dancing stream I did last year. Feel it. Shake it all about. Who says that white man can't dance, right? Come on. Feel it. Feel the bass. Yeah. Welcome back, sir. Yeah. You know, who says that the YouTube audio library doesn't have a good song every now and then, right? People have to start somewhere, right? When they're creating music. I gotta tell you folks, YouTube is the absolute best place, in my opinion, to, share your passion, share your goals and your dreams, and share your stories with people, and build an audience, and create greatness, right? YouTube has been called, the new Hollywood. YouTube is the new Hollywood. Hollywood's pretty much dead, in my opinion. YouTube is Hollywood. That's why so many platforms don't like YouTube, because YouTube's taken everything by storm. Why do you think mainstream media is on YouTube, right? Because that's what people are watching nowadays. This is what people want. People want to engage with people, and they want to engage with real people, folks. They don't want to engage with fake stuff. People want things that are raw and real. Raw, natural, and real, right? You got the move like Jagger? Well, okay, bro. I don't know if I'd go that far, but hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, and also once again simulcasting live on Facebook. It is 11:13 p.m. Eastern, 8:13 p.m. Pacific here in my neck of the woods. I'm in the beautiful, glorious San Francisco Bay Area. And I'm only going to be on another probably 15 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. I do have a phone call to make at 9 o'clock. I'm still focused on my love life. I connected with another decent woman earlier today, and we're going to see where it goes, right? And folks, you gotta balance things out. If you're a YouTuber and you're pumping out content like I do, you gotta take breaks in between and enjoy your personal life as well. You have to have a good work-life balance, and I think I'm going to do another stream on that at some point. Work-life balance, because that's affecting a lot of people. Oh yeah, I was also going to talk about Tim Pool. I mentioned earlier, I was going to talk about Tim Pool and something he mentioned on a stream the other day. So there are a few things here I want to mention, and I don't have a whole lot of time. So might as well just get right to it. Let's get right to it. So, first of all, American Dream. I'm going to mention you first here. And that way you can talk about this in the chat. And you can share your thoughts, because I think this would be a really good idea, Dream. Dream, what would you say if, in a week or two, we could talk about this privately, but I want to put it out publicly because I want to raise awareness. I want to start promoting it from right now. Get people to start talking about it, Dream. What would you say, Dream, if once per week you and I did a 2 to 3 hour live stream show? We would do it once per week, and we would alternate doing it between your channel and my channel. I want to help you grow, Green. I want to help you grow, Dream. I can't even say your name right? my idea is this, American Dream, is that let's say we start this show, we launch it on my channel one week, the next week we do it on your channel, the following week we do it on my channel, and if either one of us needs to take a week off, we can just let the audience know that, we're going to be off the next week, we'll be back in 2 weeks. And here's another thing I can do for you, Dream, is that because, I have the high quality setup, I have fiber internet, and, I've got, everything set up here that can run a great stream on my end. I can do that on your end too. So basically, Dream, I could set up the stream and set up the format, get the graphics going and everything, right? And when we do the shows on your channel, I can run it from my end. And all I would need is a stream key for that particular live streaming event. I wouldn't need access to your channel, Dream. I wouldn't need to be a manager on your channel or anything. All I would need you to do is set up a live stream event. I would show you how to do that. And all you need to do is give me the stream key. And then, boom, I could start it from my end. And it would go live in high quality on your channel. And Dream's saying, well, before I get to Dream, Mutt says, welcome back. Welcome back, says American Dream. Bruce says, welcome back, sir. And you got the move like Jagger. I already responded to that. Thanks again, Bruce. I appreciate it, man. Thank you again for your feedback earlier this morning. I really took it to heart, bro. Thank you so much for that. It made a huge difference. American Dream 1.5 says, wow, Coach Eli, that would be wonderful. I truly mean that. Dream furthermore says, because humbly, there's much I can learn from you about social media and life in general. But here's the thing, Dream. You're selling yourself short. Dream, you're selling yourself short, bro. And I'm not going to let you do that because you're a good guy. There are things we can learn from each other, Dream. I think that you've had enough experience live streaming out here to the point of where you love doing this, right? You love being on YouTube. Maybe initially you came out on YouTube like we all came out here for, which is we needed an outlet, right? I went through a breakup where my 2 exes ago cheated on me, and that's what fueled me to start this business, right? We initially came out here, to have an outlet, right? Me more so a business, but it was an outlet at the same time, okay? Now it's fully a business for me, right? Give me a second. Okay. I think I got... Hang on a second. I got a Facebook message from a moderator in the chat. Let me make sure that everything's okay. But see, Dream, I think you love this so much that if you can make a career out of this, wouldn't that be amazing? And thank you to Lewis Fuller for sending me the information of your stream tomorrow on Facebook Messenger. You can hear the Facebook message sound coming through the desktop audio. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate that, man. Okay. I get the hint there, Lewis. Gotcha. Let's see, Dream. I think we can make a great show out of this, man. And we can talk about, many different topics. We can talk about life topics. We can talk about business topics. We can talk about other YouTube channels and stuff like that. There's so much we can do, right? And think about it this way, Dream. Think about it this way, Dream. You and I have been 2 YouTubers that have been heavily scrutinized, right? Right? If we actually go through and do this, right? If we go forward and do this, which is what I'm trying to say, think about how much of an effect it would make on many people. Think about that. Let's talk, bro. Bruce says, Eli, I can't lie. You're really good at pitching ideas. If I had a channel, I would be down. Well, Bruce, I've had a lot of marketing experience. My best friend, who happens to be African American, and I love him beyond that fact. He's a good dude. He's been running one of the most incredible marketing companies I've ever come across in my life, the Discover Community Network. And, I did a lot of in-person networking for the first, like 9 or 10 years of being a self-employed entrepreneur to, market my insurance business and to help other people connect. So, I built a good network of people all over Northern California where I live by attending in-person networking events back in the days before the internet really, really super took off like it is today, and before the COVID time. So I appreciate that, bro. Yes, I have experience doing this stuff. A lot of branding and marketing type of stuff. I just needed to figure out how to navigate these YouTube streets, which is another thing that American Dream and I can talk about, is how to manage these YouTube streets and not get distracted by other people on this platform that are just trying to distract you, right, for their own entertainment, right? Tony Patriot, Mr. MMA, I'm still listening, driving right now. Well, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, bro. Drive safely, man. Drive safely. Keep those videos coming, bro. I need more content from you, Tony. It's good stuff. All right, so we got the dream thing out of the way. Another thing I want to mention is that I'm going to talk about Tim Pool for a second. Tim Pool is an American journalist. He's a millennial. I think he's in his early to mid-30s. He's been doing this for 10 years now or so. He talks a lot about political commentary. He used to be a little bit more slightly on the left, but now he's more on the right. And like I've said before in the past, I think he switched to the right because he saw a bigger and easier market to target on the internet. Like many people that do conservative content, one of the biggest audiences out here on YouTube and social media is, the conservative audience. They're way more active than the liberal audience. They are. Now, I don't know if that's why he switched or maybe his views changed. I don't know. That's what he did. And he says that, I used to be a little more on the left, but now I'm more on the right. Okay. But he talks about some other topics every now and then. And he mentioned in his stream a couple days ago, and he put a clip out on it today. He puts clips of his streams the next day of the most relevant parts, which is a good idea. I'm probably going to start doing that. I'll share more about that in just a little bit. But he was talking about how, you have 19-year-old women now that are swiping on apps, and guys their age don't stand a chance, because why would a 19-year-old woman want to go on a date with an attractive, 19-year-old guy that they're going to college with, when a 30-year-old attractive guy that has his life together, is very financially stable, has money, and says, hey, you can go out with that 19-year-old guy, in your college, class, right? Or you can go on a trip to the Bahamas with me, right? So what's she going to think? I can go hang out with this guy my age that's not established yet, or hang out with a 30-year-old that still looks good for his age and wants to take me away to the Bahamas, right? And then furthermore, Tim Pool mentioned that he goes, dating's just not the same anymore nowadays. He said that, it's hard to even find time to go on dates. It was interesting because I've been talking about this for the longest time. He's like, I used to date this woman, and, she was a journalist like me. And we were so focused on our businesses that we hardly had time to spend together. The only time we really saw each other was when we slept in the same bed. So you were like hooking up, Tim, right? Now, I'll look into this and probably do another story on this. I'll find out, who his ex was, and maybe I'll do a stream on this, or at least part of a stream on this. But I thought it was quite interesting to hear his perspective, because he's a very successful YouTuber and content creator. He has like 1 million subscribers and gets about, on average, 40 to 50,000 viewers, live viewers on his streams, and makes lots of super chats and makes very good money. Here's the thing, though, Tim. Do you want a woman to date you for your money, or do you want a woman to date you because she likes you and who you are, right? It's one thing to be established and have money to do things, right? But wouldn't you rather be with a woman that, admires the fact that you're successful, but is with you for you and enjoys your success as an added bonus, right? And that's part of the problem we have today. I just thought that was very interesting. Yeah, Tony Patriot says, I like Tim Pool. I think he's pretty fair. He is fair. He is fair, bro. I mean, some of the things that he's talked about, like the widespread voter fraud and all that, which in my opinion, it never happened. It never happened, right? Some of the things he talks about, I don't agree with, but I will tell you what I like about watching Tim Pool is that, I can get my information about what's happening politically very easily and quickly. And I hear a perspective from the opposite side, Tony, which is a good thing, right? I'm open to the perspective of the other side. Just because I'm slightly left doesn't mean I'm not open to the right. I am. I'm open to all opinions as long as people constructively state them. And he does constructively state his opinions, right? I still don't agree with some, but I respect him as a content creator. I do. I really do. Life is great. Tim Pool is down the middle more than anything. I agree with you. Life is great. I believe he's more like me down the middle, even though I'm slight left. He says he's on the right because I think he's trying to cater his content to a larger audience. And like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but there's much more of a conservative active audience on YouTube and social media than a liberal audience. There is. And conservatives, they donate a lot of money to conservative content creators. I hate to say this about the liberals, even my own side, slightly on the left, right? Liberals, they don't donate a lot of money. They don't. I wish they would. I'm not saying all of them don't, but conservatives seem to be a little bit more liberal with their donations, even though they're conservative. It's funny, man. That's just my opinion. It is. But another reason why I mentioned Tim Pool is because look at how he starts his live streams, right? He has no intro. I mean, he has a brief intro. What he does is he hits the live button. I think he uses OBS as well, like I do, open broadcast software. And it just says Timcast with a black background for about 10 seconds. And then it fades into him, and he starts talking about the topic right away. And then he has his guests there in studio. Maybe I'll get something like that one day soon. Maybe I'll have people, come to my studio at some point. But I will say, look at Tim Pool as an example. All of his videos, his live streams, they start off with just a 10-second black background that says Timcast, just to give people enough time to click on the stream, and then boom, he gets right into it, right? His pre-recorded videos, boom, he just starts talking. And look at the views and the engagement he gets. As much as I haven't been that fond of some of his views lately, I do respect the guy. I respect the guy because he gets this. He understands how the media works. No, Tim does have great content. I will give Tim that. Just because I disagree with somebody's views at times doesn't mean I don't respect them. I can respectfully disagree with him or anyone. And that's all I've ever wanted here on my end. But yeah, I'm glad you guys, know who he is and you followed him. He does put out a lot of great content. But yeah, it was interesting for him to talk about relationships in the modern world, where women are more career focused than relationship focused. And then he's in a relationship with this woman, and he said, well, we hardly saw each other except in the bedroom. Well, maybe you were just friends with benefits then. Like, even if you are dating someone and the only time that you see them is at night, sleeping in the same bed, and you have sex with them, then you're like a hookup. You're like a friends with benefits. There's no relationship there if you're not going out, taking weekend getaways, going hiking together, going to dinners, right? Doing the things that couples do, right? I agree, Eli, says Bruce. Yeah. No, thank you. All right. It is 11:32 Eastern, 8:32 Pacific. I got to wrap it up, but I need to talk about one more thing here. The last thing I'm going to talk about is this. What am I going to do during my breaks instead of play royalty-free YouTube music, which gets people to click away, especially on the replay? They're going to skim through that. That affects your average view duration, right? What would you guys say, guys and gals say, if I were to play clips of my past streams or videos from my former channel and this channel during the break so you folks can see some of my past content as an entertainment aspect or learning aspect from past stuff you may have missed during my breaks? So instead of playing 5 to 7 or 8 minutes of royalty-free YouTube music, I can play like a 5 to 10 minute clip while I'm on break. I think that would keep people more engaged, and I think that would give people a reason to want to also go and check out the actual video. What I can do is play a clip, and then when it goes to replay, I can also put a card saying, hey, if you want to watch the full video, here's a link to that. So folks, get your questions in right now because I'm about to go off the air. Let me know what you think about that and get your questions in. I think we had a really good show tonight, to be honest with you. That is genius, Eli. Yeah, I appreciate that, Bruce. Good stuff, he says. Life is Great says, just one for an instance, how is it possible to be Catholic and pro-abortion at the same time? That is how the left sometimes confuses me. I think everybody has their own views and opinions, regardless of their religion or political party preference. Life is great. Let me tell you something. I'm Greek Orthodox, right? I'm considered more Christian than Catholic, right? But the Orthodox Church and the Catholic Church used to be the same church, a long time ago. And then they separated because they had a disagreement on how certain events happen, right? In the Bible, right? At the end of the day, I believe in God. That's all that matters to me. Now, whether you believe in God or not, that's on you. I don't judge people based on their religion, if they're atheist or if they believe in God, or if they're blue or red, left, right, down the middle. If I were to judge people at all, it would be based on their behavior, right? I think we all have an opinion and we're all entitled to that opinion. If we're entitled to anything in this world, it's going to be our opinion, right? So, I've never been the kind of person that's been ruled by social stigma, or forced into certain beliefs just because that's the religion my family raised me to be. Now, I do believe in God and I do love my religion. Do I agree with every part of it? No. Let's be real here. If we follow religion by the letter of the law, right, then none of us would be having premarital sex, because even with the Orthodox Church, they're against fornication before marriage, right? And even in the Catholic Church too, right? But I'll share a brief story before I get out of here. My brother's been divorced for a while now, but before he got married, over 10 years ago, he was living with his girlfriend for a long time, like 8 years, right? They would do it all the time, right? Everyone has sex before they get married now. Nowadays, you got to know if you're compatible with somebody mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically before you get married. Because if you get married and then you find out you're not sexually compatible, you're going to cheat on each other and get divorced anyway, right? But then the church says no fornication before marriage. So you're supposed to just date someone and just hold their hand and just, be like friend zone during that time, right? And then pray to God that when you're intimate the first time on your wedding night, that it's like the best you've ever had in your life, right? Which we all know that wouldn't happen, right? More than likely. So when my brother and my former sister-in-law, when they were engaged to get married and they went to go see the priest at my Greek Orthodox church, our priest said, look, I understand you two have been probably fornicating. Everybody does that nowadays, right? But can you at least do this so we can have the tradition of our religion? For the next 3 months until your wedding night, can you not fornicate? My brother and my sister-in-law at the time, after their wedding night, they got a nice hotel room locally, and all of our high school friends, we spent the night with them at that hotel. And we got up the next morning and they were telling us that story about talking to the priest and that they didn't have any intimacy for 3 months. And then they had intimacy last night. And my brother said it felt like it was the very first time he was ever intimate with a woman because it had been so long. 3 months, man. I couldn't date a woman and not be intimate with her for 3 months unless there's some other legitimate reason, like she's going through something temporarily and, can't be intimate temporarily. I would understand that. Anyway, let me see here real quick. So yeah, I just figured I would share that story because, quite frankly, like I said, we're all entitled to our opinions, right? And I don't think our opinions should be based on social stigma or pressure or religious beliefs or political party preference. I think an opinion should come from the individual, from their heart and their soul and the way they feel about something. That's just me. You correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, folks, I really enjoyed this show tonight. I hope you like the new format. I'm going to tweak it up a little bit more. Hopefully I'll be ready with that new tweak tomorrow to start playing some clips instead of music during the breaks. I'm really enjoying the community that we're building here, and I'm looking forward to building it bigger and better, and to also help people that support this community, build their communities as well. So you're absolutely right, Coach Eli. Thank you, American Dream. Dream, let's talk tomorrow, bro. Tonight I'm going to be busy. I have a phone call to make, and I want to get some rest. I want to get to bed early so I can make Lewis's stream in the morning tomorrow. Lewis, if you're around, you can share your stream link in the chat. If not, I will share it on my community tab later today or tomorrow morning before you go live. But Dream, let's talk tomorrow at some point, and let's get the ball rolling on this, dude, because I honestly think that we can make an amazing difference, man. I think we can make an amazing difference, bro. So anyway, with that being said, folks, have yourselves a great, great night. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Bye. We're still going to do the outro, though. We're still going to do the end screen outro. We're not changing that. Here we go. Bye-bye. We're out. Peace, peace, peace.